Now, your KSBW weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Lee Solomon.
Good evening, everybody. Got to check the view. The sunset pretty amazing out there right now. Winds have lightened up. Temperatures very mild. Of course, it was a really warm day across most of the area, and temperatures are still, in a lot of cases, are still in the 70s. So that's pretty good stuff. Taking a look at the view, and as we go to the temps from earlier today, you'll notice that some spots were a little bit warmer than we thought they might be, like Capitola at 90 degrees. We don't see that very often. And if you're visiting, if we saw that in the summertime, well, we just wouldn't. That's just the way the climate works here. 88 in Scotts Valley, 92 in Boulder Creek, 82 in Aptos. When you shut the sea breeze down or you get winds coming down out of the north, it's a whole different program. 90 in Corralitos, middle and upper 80s, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, Hollister at 90 today. So a warm day, very, very dry, of course, no humidity at all. 89 in King City, 88 in Salinas, 92 in Gonzales. A lot of cases it was just as warm on area beaches as it was in Sacramento. 85 in Marina, 84 in Seaside, 85 in Carmel, and a 90 in Carmel Valley to round it out. And there are the temps again. Sacramento 87, so you can see it was warmer in cases along the bay. 77 in San Diego today, 95 in Palm Springs, 70 in Tahoe. Two different air masses basically, and this is the dividing line here. This is our water vapor imagery. This is where all the dry, warm areas over us, obviously. And then to the north is a cold front, which is bringing rain into the Pacific Northwest. There's your front right there. And they've had rain on and off through the day in Seattle. Starting to push east of Seattle into the Cascades, maybe a little snow at higher elevations, as again, these cold fronts do bring temperatures down quite a bit. All of that staying to our north, though, by the way. That is not headed in our general direction. A few low clouds off the coast. Most of the action is out over Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, where they're actually going to get a little rain and high elevation snow in parts of Colorado. And both coasts are actually fairly dry, again, with that rain starting to end in Seattle. Here's Hurricane Sam. Still winds of 145 miles an hour. So not a Cat 5, but a strong Cat 4 right now. Those are your maximum sustained winds. Those aren't the gusts. Those are the maximum sustained winds. Starting to trek to the north. You can easily see the eye there. So we got a solid hurricane. Thank goodness. Not really posing a problem to anybody except for huge surf and rip currents all on the East Coast and the Caribbean islands. This will track northward and continue to be a very powerful North Atlantic storm. So shipping interests are obviously steering clear of Sam. Fog forecast, well, there might be some by tomorrow morning. Most of the models pinpointing some resurgence of the marine layer, very, very shallow. So what comes in will probably be some dense fog right along the beaches if it happens. Again, very, very dry out there right now, but there will be a bit of a transition, I think, later tonight. Mid-40s to mid-50s going overnight tonight with cool temperatures. For tomorrow, we have lots of 70s along the bay with a little bit of fog in the morning, and upper 70s to upper 80s for the valleys and hills. And here are the temps for your Friday afternoon. Middle 70s, upper 70s, San Francisco, Oakland 79, middle 80s in San Jose. Santa Cruz Mountains between about 80 and 90 degrees tomorrow. Upper and middle 70s along the beaches from Santa Cruz over to Watsonville at 77. 80 in Corralitos, 88 Gilroy, 85 Hollister, 70s for Moss Landing and Prunedale. Salinas Valley, mostly middle 80s. Then into the 70s here in Salinas, 85 King City. And the peninsula also looking good. We clear the fog out if there is any in the morning. And it's low to middle and upper 70s for PG, Carmel, and Seaside. Marina at 73. Carmel Valley, though, 84. So, again, it is going to be a little warmer inland tomorrow than it is along the bay. 70s and to around 80, really, right through the weekend. It looks really nice. Still settling into this fall pattern through about Monday. Inland valleys and hills will sort of be mostly 80s, a few low 90s. That puts us above average all the way into the weekend. And then cooler weather returning next week with rain back in the Pacific Northwest. And we're going to see if any of that rain gets into California.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Take a look at our weather quiz.
All right.
Speaking of clouds, cirrus clouds are made up of what? Liquid water, ice crystals, or both ice and water?
I'm going with both.
Yeah, I guess.
Ice water.
Yeah, it's just the ice crystals because
okay.
they're up at 20,000 feet and it's always below freezing there.
Yeah.
So, you know, and those are those wispy clouds that you see that
Yeah.
kind of look really white. Those are those ice crystals reflecting.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.